how long does YouTube take? If you're like me, a small creator, and you're starting a YouTube channel, I'm sure that is a question that is popping in your mind every single day. And to be honest, it comes in many flavors. Like, how long does it get to get monetized? Or how long does it take to get to 1,000 subscribers? And while I can answer those questions, I truly don't think that anyone can, because I believe no one really knows how long YouTube takes. In this video, I would like to share some of my experience. How far have I come in my YouTube journey since I started creating content 9 months ago, and where am I heading? But first, there is something that we all need to understand, and that is that time in YouTube doesn't equal progress. It's more about how you measure your own progress and what you learn along the way. You shouldn't be asking how long it will take, but am I improving with every video? Do I know who am I making content for? Would I actually click on my own video? And remember, I don't have the magic formula, but I think that understanding where the answer to these three questions meet, that is where the answer to how long does YouTube take lays. So let me start with the first one. Am I actually improving with every video? And my honest answer is, I think so, but not in the ways I expected. When I started, I thought improvement meant better equipment, faster edit, more polished videos, and sure, that stuff matters. But the most real change I've noticed is that I'm feeling more comfortable now in front of the camera. If you see me in my first video, I was so stiff, and every sentence felt like I was reading from a teleprompter that didn't exist. Now it actually feels more like a conversation, and that shift didn't happen overnight. It happened with every video I posted. The other thing I can actually measure is retention. People are staying longer, and if you know anything about how YouTube works, that means something. It means the content is getting more interesting, or at least less easy to click away from. So now when I ask myself, am I improving? I don't actually look at my subscriber count anymore. I actually look if I cringe less at my oldest video, and just spoiler alert, yes I do. The second question is one I'm still working through, and I think that's worth being honest about it. Do I know who am I making content for? Kind of. I have a general idea. I think I'm making videos for people like me, someone who is starting out, figuring out as they go, maybe feeling like the timeline isn't moving fast enough. But people like me is a little vague, right? And I felt that vagueness in my videos. Sometimes I'm talking to a complete beginners. Sometimes I'm assuming people already know the basics. And that inconsistency, I think viewers can feel it, even if they can't name it. What I've learned is that clarity on my audience isn't something you figure out before you start. You figure it out by posting. You look at who's commenting, who's watching all the way through, what questions people are asking you. Your audience kind of tells you who they are if you're paying attention. And then there is the third question. Would I even click on my own videos? And this one I have to say that it stings a little, because sometimes yes, but sometimes no. There are videos that when I look at the thumbnail and title, I would think to myself, okay, this is something I will click on. But sometimes that doesn't happen that way. And here's the thing about thumbnails and titles. They are the first thing people judge. Before they hear your voice, before they see your editings, before they know anything about you. The thumbnail and title are your entire pitch in 1 second. And I haven't been consistent enough with that. And I'm more aware of it now than I ever been before. And sometimes I catch myself asking these questions before I post and no after. And that shift from does this look okay to would I actually click on this? That's the mindset shift that actually start to move the needle. So here's where these three questions meet for me. I am 9 months in and I feel more comfortable in camera. I have a better idea of whom am I talking to, and I'm more honest about the content that I'm putting out. Is that how long YouTube takes? I don't know yet, but I think that's what progress on YouTube actually looks like. And maybe that's a better thing to be chasing.